Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today I have a LOFT try-on haul to share with y'all. It's been a minute and I always get really excited for LOFT's fall collections. They just speak to me, plus I'm just a fall girl at heart. We all know that now. So very excited to style some transitional pieces and also things to add to your fall wardrobe. And in true LOFT fashion, I'm sure they're running a really great sale as well. So I'll link to their current promotion as well as all of the items featured in today's video down in the description box below, and let's jump in. All right, starting off with a piece that I couldn't wait to try on. It was definitely a favorite pick out of my order. I love this sweater. It has a cute little scalloped detailed trim. Honestly, it reminds me a little bit of the Cezanne, I'm totally butchering that brand, but that detailing reminds me a lot of that brand. It's a really soft material, like a typical buttery soft LOFT sweater material. I am wearing a size small. It runs true to size, and it can definitely be dressed down as well. If you want to pair it with jeans, you can just unbutton a couple buttons and that will relax it a little bit. And then I paired it with this pleated skirt, which definitely has like a school uniform vibe to me with the pleats. I love the little button detail here. I'm wearing a size 4, but I almost think I could have done a 2. The waistband is a little bit loose on me, and it also has the pleating detail in the back as well. And then I paired it with my favorite knee-high boots. These are a bit of a splurge, but you can find them on sale if you act quickly. Sizes go very quickly anytime they're having a promotion on these. I need to do a full review of them on my blog, so stay tuned for that. All right, I just threw over this sweater poncho, and I'm always such a big fan of LOFT's cardigans and poncho sweaters and things that they do like that during the fall season. So I had to grab this one. It's hard to see on camera. I'm gonna turn up the brightness and kind of overexpose it a little bit just so you can see the details. So I love that it's belted because that really helps to keep your shape, and it also stays in place really nicely. And I think it also works great for like a more business casual work environment as well. It is long enough for leggings. It has a side slit on the side, which is nice because that helps give more of a layered look. So you could throw this over dresses and it will still peek through. And I like how the little pleated detail peeks through underneath. I am wearing an extra small. All right, here's that sweater styled down with jeans and just some comfy loafers. And so you can get a better idea at the length. It has such a good fit. Definitely a big fan. I also unbuttoned 3 of the buttons so you can see how it lays. I really like the texture there. So I styled it with a little bit more of a baggier straight leg relaxed jean, and then you can do a bunch of different shoe options. You could even do a bootie if you want to for the fall season, but I just went with a comfy loafer. If you're looking for a work shoe that is really comfortable, these are always one of my top recommendations, and they do come in multiple color options. All right, and here is the sweater, again styled for workwear, because this is definitely a piece you can maximize in your wardrobe. So I paired it with a black pant. These are my favorite work pants and have been for 5 years and still going. I just haven't found anything that beats them. The quality is amazing, the fit's amazing, and they're extremely comfortable. I used to work as a physical therapist, for those of you who are new, and these were my everyday ride or die pants because I can easily move around in them, but they're still thick and nice for business casual. And they have a bunch of different silhouettes. So this is the kick flare, which is my favorite for warmer weather. I'm wearing a medium in mine. I can do a small as well for like a tighter fit. But if you're in between at Spanx, I always recommend to size up. Don't forget, I do have a 10% off code at Spanx. Anything full price, you can get 10% off with code AmandaJohnX Spanx. And then I paired it with these pointed flats. I got these in the Nordstrom sale, but I do believe they restocked in some sizes. If you are eyeing these, I would suggest you size down at least a half size. If you have a very narrow shallow foot, I would even say you could potentially go down a full size because they do run a little roomy, especially with the strap. Next up is this gold striped sweater. I actually love this one even more than I was expecting to. It has a really good fit and I love the color, and I don't have anything in my wardrobe in this color, so that's always a nice addition. I'm wearing a size small, it's true to size, and it's a lightweight knit, so it's not too thick and warm, so it's great for that transitional period. I also think it can be styled for workwear as well. I paired it with one of my favorite pairs of jeans. These have such a good fit. They're from Mother, and I got mine in the Nordstrom sale, but they carry nearly identical styles, so I'll link those down below. I have had some questions about the fraying and like washing these. So I recently washed these. I actually wore them horseback riding in Jackson Hole. I just tucked my cowgirl boots over top. So these are recently washed. I would wash a dark pair like this on its own because denim will kind of bleed to other things, especially at dark like this. So I washed these inside out, I believe on cold, and then I just hung them to dry, and then I threw them in the dryer for maybe 5 minutes just to like, because sometimes jeans when they air dry they feel stiff, so that kind of just softens them up a little bit without doing a full hot dry, because that's not ideal when it comes to jeans. It will just wear the material down. And when jeans have a raw hem like this, you especially don't want to just throw them in the dryer forever because it will fray them a little bit more. Always take scissors to the fraying as well if you want to clean it up a bit. And then I just threw on another poncho option from Loft. This is an extra small. It has almost an identical fit to the last one, but it does not have a belt. So overall it feels more casual. It's definitely more of like a cozy, oversized piece. And it's also a thicker material. I'm not sure what this material is. I need to look. But the other one's more of like a sweater material, whereas this one is definitely thicker and warmer. It's oatmeal-y, but it doesn't have a ton of gray undertones to it. All right, next up is this plaid coatigan. This has a gray base with black and white plaid to it. I'm wearing a size small. Has a pretty roomy fit, definitely more of a casual fit. So if you're wanting something closer, I would say you have room to size down. I paired it with a black sleeveless like ribbed top. This is actually really affordable from Walmart. If you haven't seen my recent Walmart video, I'll link it down below. It's really soft. Wearing a small in that, and if you're in between, you have plenty of room to size down because they're very stretchy. Kept on the same jeans and then paired it with a black bootie. All right, next up is a camel sweater, which is a must-have for me in the fall and winter season. This one is very soft. If you aren't familiar with Loft sweaters, I just feel like they're always just so buttery soft. I'm wearing a size small. It does have a very relaxed, flowy, cozy fit. And the mock neck is not too tight, but it also stretches and easily gets over your head. All right, next up is this chiffon dress. This one did run a little bit longer, so I did my trick where I pulled it up and over the waist belt, but it's definitely a little bit on the longer side, especially with the chiffon over top of the slip. So it is very work appropriate, and if you're a teacher, you have plenty of, chalkboard writing length to work with. I am wearing a size small. I do think I could have sized down. It just does have an overall pretty roomy fit. I really like the pattern. It sort of reminds me of chains and almost kind of Gucci inspired to me. I don't know why, but this neckline's really interesting. I like how it kind of wraps around the neck. You can unbutton it a little bit more if you want to. And then this part is smocked in a V-neck. And I just feel like it looks really chic. All right, next up is a sweater dress. This actually has a really good fit to it. I'm happy with the length. Again, I'm 5'5" for height reference. If you're curious, I do always put my measurements and sizing info in the description box, but it has a really good fit. It comes in a little bit at the waist. It's not too boxy, but it's also not skin tight either. So overall, really impressed with the fit of this one. I think it comes in one other color option. It does have a like rolled mock neck style. It's a little bit thicker, but it's not super heavy duty. So definitely one to wear once fall weather is actually here. All right, next up is this plaid dress. I feel like the fit is okay. It's just seems to be a little overwhelming on my frame, and again is a little longer than I would like, but it is a good length for workwear. So it's this really nice, colorful plaid. I feel like it almost reminds me of school just because it's primary colors of yellow, red, and blue. It has the exact same fit as the other dress that I shared with the black and brown print. I added my own belt here, which is an easy way to style it and kind of make it your own. I need to add some more holes into this belt to wear it over thinner dresses. And then these boots I'm sure I'll get asked about, but they are 2 years old now from Vince Camuto, but I need to do a good knee-high boot search for this upcoming season. So maybe I'll do a roundup down below. All right, here's how that casual sweater from earlier layers over the dress when it gets a little bit chillier. I think it hangs nicely to where you don't have to worry about belting it or anything, but if you did want to dress it up, you could do like the belt tack and kind of like tuck it into the belt. I feel like it works just kind of loose and casual, then it makes the dress look like a skirt. And here's how it looks if you do the little belt tack and want to make it look tucked in. All right, next up is this gorgeous ruffled blouse. I'm always just such a big fan of Loft's feminine work blouses. I pretty much wore them on repeat when I was dressing for a clinic. This one has this gorgeous like ovaled white ruffle detailing. The top is big enough to get on without undoing it, so it does stretch a bit there. And it's lined through the body. The sleeves are a little bit more on the sheer side, but I wouldn't say they're sheer. So I still think this is definitely an office appropriate blouse. I'll style it for workwear next. Also, excuse the wrinkles, I did not steam it. But I paired it with this asymmetrical skirt. I sadly think this is sold out, but I'll keep my eye on a restock. I featured it in my last Walmart video if you want to see some more Walmart finds that I shared recently. And then I paired it with a suede knee-high boot. All right, here it is styled for work. I do think these pants are still available. I've had them for a little bit, but they're from J. Crew. I'm wearing a size 6. I did look through Loft's work pants and nothing like spoke to me, but I'll keep my eye out so I can do some more workwear for y'all in a future video. And then I layered over a cropped tweed blazer. You could definitely do like a white blazer, a neutral blazer with this look if you want something longer and more traditional, but I thought the cropped look was nice and flattering. I do have a promo code to this jacket, so I'll have that linked down below. And then here's another look at the little ruffled top. And here's how it looks without the jacket, which I also think is really nice. You could just do a belt here if you want to just keep it simple. And I also really like how this plaid little cardigan styles over it as well, since it all embodies some neutrals. You could even swap out if you wanted to add in a black heel with it. I actually don't own one, but I think nude works with everything, and it does add a little bit more length to your legs. And the sweater actually pairs really nicely with the color of these pants as well, and it's just a very nice, simple workwear outfit. You can definitely pair some flats with it if you would prefer. Just stick with something neutral or even cream to tie that color in. And if you wanted an additional layer, you could definitely do a blazer with this as well. The sweater isn't super thick and bulky, so I think it would layer really nicely. Right, this is a really great little black dress option. It's extremely comfortable. The material is really soft. It's also a bit thicker, so it just feels like good quality. Has this little collar detail here, and again, it's thick and substantial, so it lays nicely. This dress just zips up the back, and then it has these pockets here, which I thought were going to be faux pockets, but they are real pockets. And I think what really makes this dress is honestly the material. It's just so soft and it hangs really nicely. I also really like the length, so just a very simple, easy little black dress that is definitely office appropriate. And here is the dress again with that layer over top, which definitely makes it a little bit more casual. Definitely would layer over like a dressier blazer option as well. The dress does lift up a little bit, but not too much. So if you're a teacher reaching up, I don't think it's too short. And you could even style this down if you wanted to with some white sneakers. I hope y'all enjoyed this loft haul. If you want to see more of them here on my channel, give this video a thumbs up and let me know what your favorite pieces were down in the comments below. I'll have everything linked for you in the description box if you want to shop or check anything out along with my sizing info. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!